So today is the first day of Vlogmas, and I thought I would kind of kick it off with a chatty get ready with me video. So kind of show you guys the makeup that I'm kind of using for this holiday season and kind of chat with you guys about random stuff. So yes, without further ado, let's get started. So as you guys can tell, I've already done my hair. Basically my process for my hair is I get it wet. I kind of towel it a little bit till it's damp, and then I put in some curl cream, curl gel, and diffuse it until it's dry, or diffuse it until it's damp. So it's damp right now. By the end of the video, it should be dry enough for me to kind of scrunch out, but for now it is done. And I've also washed my face. What I use to wash my face in the morning is the First Aid Beauty Pure Skin Face Cleanser, and then I follow it up with a little bit of the Garnier Micellar, I don't know how you say that, micellar? Cleansing water. I just put a little bit of that on like a cotton pad and then smooth it over my face. It actually has done wonders for helping to clear up my skin. And then I follow that up with a little bit of moisturizer. I use the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Face Moisturizer. So you can find the First Aid Beauty stuff at Sephora and the Garnier stuff at any like drugstore that you frequent. So without further ado, let us get into the fun part, which is the makeup. So I'm going to start with my foundation and face. I use the Fenty foundation primer. I use the Fenty foundation, and when they say in the store that they recommend you use the primer, they aren't joking. My makeup goes on so much better with this face primer. So definitely, if you're using the Fenty foundation, get the primer as well. Also, this has lasted me like 5 months, and it's just under halfway used, so it lasts a really long time. So I'm just gonna smooth this all over my face to kind of prepare for the foundation. Fortunately, my face is not breaking out as bad as it was, which is nice because there was a while there where, for whatever reason, my face hated me and it just wanted to break out like nobody's business. So now I'm moving on to the foundation. I use the Fenty foundation in the shade 170. Also, I'm like getting towards the end of the bottle and I felt like an idiot because I didn't think these lids came off. And then I watched a YouTube video and I felt really stupid because they just screw off. So you can get all the excess product. So I just kind of pull out the pump. Because for some reason it's not wanting to come out of the pump. So I have to unscrew it and then, you know, take it off the pump stick thing. Wow, I am very articulate today. So yes, I am very excited for it to be December finally. As you guys know, I'm obsessed with Christmas, so I look forward to this time of year every year, even though it goes by way too fast. So I just try to soak it in, which is really nice because unlike as a child, this season really does just fly by. All right, I'm gonna pat in my foundation now. I just use the Real Techniques face sponge and just kind of pat my foundation all over my face. But yes, I decided to do Vlogmas this year. I skipped it last year and I kind of missed it. It's a lot of work because I pre-film all of these videos. Like this video is actually filmed the day after Thanksgiving. But I miss doing it. It's a lot of work, but it's fun and it kind of gets me into the holiday spirit, though not all of the videos I'm going to be putting up are Christmas related. Some are, a good chunk are, but not all. So hopefully you guys will still find them fun and kind of enjoy what I have prepared for all of you guys. I left room, so if I am feeling adventurous and I kind of want to do a vlog type video, especially like Christmas in Portland, if I'm feeling brave enough, I can do that, but we shall see. All right, so moving on to concealer. I use the Naked Skin Concealer from Urban Decay in the shade Fair Neutral. This is a tad light for me, so I think I'm gonna go one shade up next time I get some, but for right now it's okay. I always put a little bit around my nose and then any spots I may have, which I just have one today, so that's nice. And then just pat it in again with my sponge. Okay, now we're just gonna do under my eyes. For this I use the Dior Fix-It 2-in-1 Face Prime and Conceal Face, Eyes, and Lips. Why you would use this on your lips, I don't know, but apparently people do. I just put a little bit underneath my eyes, and then I have a little tiny sponge also from Real Techniques. It looks like this, and I use this guy to kind of pat it in. But yeah, I am super excited for it to be Christmas. I don't have that much left to do. I have a few gifts left to buy, and I have some gifts to make. I'm crocheting some things for friends, and I need to send out my Christmas cards. and I sent out quite a few. So that's really all I have going on this year. I need to ship out a couple of packages as well. So I'm doing pretty good. This is like, at the time of filming, it's the day after Thanksgiving, and I'm pretty well caught up with, you know, everything I want to get done for Christmas. Okay, so now I'm going to kind of set all of that liquid foundation and concealer. I use the Bare Minerals Illuminating Mineral Veil. It has a slight sheen to it, but it works really well as kind of a setting powder. So I just tap a little bit into the lid, and then if you guys can see, it's a little bit shimmery. And then I take my Sonia Kashuk number 130 brush. You can find these at Target. I just swirl, tap, and then kind of tap it all over my face to set all of that liquid foundation. So it helps it to keep it from moving all over my face as the day goes on. Once that is done, I then move on to my bronzing. I use the Signature Club A Nefertiti palette. I've had this for quite a while. I think you can find these on HSN, but it looks like this. It's a very nice bronzing palette. I usually use the shades up here, especially in the winter, and then I just kind of put it, you know, around my brow, and then my jawline, a little bit on my neck, and then underneath my cheekbones. I don't go full on contour, I just do enough to add some color back to my face after doing foundation. And I'm not like packing my brush in there either, I just kind of lightly sweep it across. All right. Now we move on to blush. This time of year I use two. I start out with the Too Faced Sweetheart blush in the color Perfect Flush Blush. It's this really nice like pinky shades, which are great for winter. I then use my Real Techniques brush, which is the blush brush, because of course. And then I kind of sweep it across all three, and then sweep it a little bit across my cheeks. And this isn't like a super highly pigmented blush, so I like to add a little bit more color. And then I go to my NARS Deep Throat blush palette, which looks like this. It's a nice pinky shade, which I also use for winter. And I kind of just tap it lightly into the compact and then sweep that across my cheeks. It makes a nice kind of pinky, rosy look to your cheeks, like you've just come in from an icy winter day. That's what I tell myself anyway. I am by no means a makeup expert, so I'm probably doing things wrong. Don't quote me on any of this. Next, I'm going to do some highlight. I use the Bobbi Brown highlighter in the color Pink Glow, which looks like this. I really, really like this one. It's nice for the winter because it's kind of pinky and shimmery. And I just take it and I sweep it across my tops of my cheekbones because that's what you use with highlighter. And then a little bit on my nose. And a little bit above my brows. I don't go like super highlight. Like I don't just dump it on my face, if you know what I mean. We need a coffee break now. So now my face is done and I get to move on to my favorite part, which is my eyes. I love doing my eyes and playing around with eyeshadows. So I'm gonna put my eye primer on first. I use the NYX Proof It Eye Primer. You can find this at any drugstore. I love this stuff because it is the only thing I found that works on my oily eyelids. I get really oily eyelids and this keeps eyeshadow on my eyes all day. It works like magic. I highly recommend it if you, like me, also struggle with oily lids. So yes, I would love to know what you guys are planning to do this Christmas season. I feel like everybody always has some fun activities they try to do. I always like to try and have a day where I at least go out and look at Christmas lights. I love looking at Christmas lights. I also work in downtown Portland, which is kind of nice because of course we have like a big Christmas tree and I don't work far from a square, so I can visit the Christmas tree, and they have events throughout the month at the square, and so I can check out some of those, which is kind of nice. And then just being kind of downtown in a city at Christmas is kind of cool. Like they light up downtown really nice. Like the courthouse has these really pretty snowflakes hanging from the trees, and I really, really like it. I just don't do too much to my eyebrows here. I'm not like a crazy intense into doing my eyebrows. I pretty much just pluck them a little bit and then add a little bit of filler. What I use for the filler is the Essence Eyebrow Stylist Set. I use the darkest shade. You can find these at drugstores too. Like I'm not super, I don't know. I don't really do anything to my eyebrows, to be perfectly frank. I just add a little bit of color to them because I get foundation on them, and then I call it good. You know? Okay, so now we're moving on to my favorite bit, which is my eyes. I don't know why I'm talking like this. I use the Norvina Anastasia palette. This is their second newest palette. They came out with this, I think it was like in September or August. I pretty much only use Anastasia eyeshadows. They are the best eyeshadows. They blend like a dream. They go on super pigmented. I absolutely love them. So pretty much I just use Anastasia's. I have the Modern Renaissance and the Soft Glam. This one, and then I put their newest one on my wish list for Christmas. So it looks like this. It's really, really nice for winter because it has a lot of purpley pinks and neutral shades. For this look, what I've been using for kind of like my everyday wintry type look, I start out with this color right here, which is Base, and I take my fluffy Sonia Kouchak brush, which is number 109, pat it in, and then sweep it across my lids. But this is like a nice neutral shade to kind of start out your eyeshadow look. Also, I'm noticing how bad my posture is, which is not a surprise. Some of you may know I've been like doing physical therapy because I had some issues with my knees and it was recommended that I go to a physical therapist. And then I discovered that apparently having back pain at age 30 and stiffness and issues rotating is apparently not normal. So now we're also trying to fix my back because it hurts all the time. And part of the reason why I have such terrible posture is because going like this for long periods of time kills my back. But I'm supposed to be going like this to kind of help strengthen those muscles, but you know, who wants to do that? The next shade that I'm going for is this one right here. Is this nice light brown, which is called Incense. And I'm just gonna put it kind of like the inner corners of my eyes. So yeah, I've been going to my physical therapist since mid-September. I'm going to be there for quite a while. Been experiencing some really fun back taping, which is great. It does actually help. Like last time he didn't use the Kinesio tape, he used the like medical athletic tape to kind of like brace my back because my ribs are compressed, which actually helped quite a bit, especially for breathing and whatnot. So that's been an interesting experience. So overall, it's been a very interesting experience, but hopefully by the end of it, I will be like a young spring chicken again, and my knees won't hurt, my back won't hurt, and it will be all fantastic. Alright, so once I kind of have the brown on the inner crease, I am then going to move on to this super pretty purple color right here, which is called Celestial. It's this really nice wintry purple shade, which I quite like. And then I'm just going to pop that over the brown in the inner crease. Hopefully you guys can kind of see from this angle. I have my pancake lens on, so I can't really zoom. But it's a dark rainy day out, and this lens is amazing because it has a really low aperture, so I can let in a lot more light without using super harsh false light. So yeah, but I figured this was just a chatty kind of nice get ready with me video, so it could be kind of chill. You know, it's not really a makeup tutorial. It's just kind of my everyday winter look. This color in particular isn't super pigmented, so you can layer it without being afraid of coming out with raccoon eyes, basically. It's really, or not raccoon eyes, but just really dark smoky eyes, which this is kind of an everyday winter look, so I don't want a super heavy dark eye because this is an everyday, not every night look. Next I am going to take this color right here, which is called Dazzling. It's this kind of pinky beige color right here, and I'm going to put it in the center of my eye. Also, I'm using these brushes. I'll try and see if they still sell them on Amazon. It's just this mermaid brush set for eyeshadow. I got it like over a year ago, so I'll see if they still have it. Hopefully they do. But I'm just going to pop this color right into the center of my lid. It's a good transition shade between the brown and the purple. So just do that. And then to finish it off, I then go to Dreamer, which is on the end. It's this really shimmery, beigey white color, which is really, really pretty. And I pop that into the inner corner of my eye and the rest of my lid, right in here. And it looks so nice and it really makes it pop. So it's like a really good wintry eye look I found because it kind of looks like icy, I guess is how I would describe it. And it kind of matches my hair, which I'm okay with. But yeah, I just pop that into my eyes like so. And now I'm going to do the under edge of my eyes, like right in here. So I'm going to take a little bit of the brown and this like angled brush that I have. Let me see if I can get my camera to focus. It's this angled brush. It's perfect for just getting like underneath your eyelids. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the brown into the inner corner of my eye. I find when I do this step, it makes this weird like face, and it's because it pulls my skin tight, so it's easier for me to get like the eyeshadow underneath my eye. It's really weird, guys. That's it, I have my eyeshadow done. You basically just mimic the same placement that you did up on your main lid. So like I had the purple and then a little bit of that like pinky beige color in the center, and then I finish it off with the dreamer in the inner corner. So that is now done, and now we get to move on to my favorite bit, which is eyeliner, which I'm probably not gonna be able to do on camera because I never can do it on camera because I have to do it at a really weird angle to get my eyeliner on. So we'll try it, but I doubt it's gonna happen. I'm sorry, guys. But the eyeliner that I use is the Sephora liquid liner with the felt tip. This is my favorite eyeliner because it's liquid, but it has a felt tip. So it's not a brush, so it goes on really nice, and it looks like this guy right here. But I just put it in my eye with a slight little flick at the end. So we're gonna see if I can do this on camera, but again, no promises, but I'm going to take my mirror right here and try. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, I did have to end up leaving to go and do my eyeliner because I have to like have my mirror flat on the counter and then bend over it and do my eyeliner. I cannot do it up in the air, and I don't know why, but you know what? It works because I can usually do pretty damn good eyeliner that way, so we're gonna go with it. But I have it on, have two wings that are fairly matching, and now we're going to finish it off with some mascara. So the first mascara that I use is the Hourglass Film Noir mascara. I actually did not like this when I first got it, but after like the first 20 uses, it really starts to become more like pigmented and easier to use. It's like you have to like soften up the mascara in there or something weird. I don't know, but now I quite like it. It's really good at separating the lashes and kind of fanning them out. So we are going to use this one first. I then use one other mascara, and I use the Maybelline Lash Sensational Curvitude in Blackest Black. I really like this one. It's really good at fanning out the lashes, and the wand looks like this. So we're going to just finish it off with that one. And with that, we are done. I have my face done. This has basically just been my kind of everyday look for a while now. Like when I'm going to work in the morning, this is what the makeup that I put on. So this is my everyday makeup look. And now that the makeup's done, my hair is mostly dry, so we can just kind of scrunch it out. This is all I do, I scrunch out so it's not stiff and the product's not in there. The product stays in and keeps my hair from getting frizzy and whatnot and keeps it in place, but I kind of scrunch out all of the excess so it's not all stiff and crunchy. So once that is done, and of course I am dressed for the day, I'm wearing my Doctor Who Ugly Christmas Sweater sweatshirt, which is super cozy, I am set. That is it for my everyday winter get ready with me makeup look video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing kind of how I've been applying my makeup for the winter and my process and the stuff I use and all of that good stuff. Hopefully it wasn't too boring for you and too rambly, and that you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Until next time, happy reading. Bye!